In this day and age of a digital revolution where contact is easy and you can do pretty much whatever you want on the internet ether, of course, when it comes to motorcycle communications, things are going to get better and better. Now, everyone's different. For me, being on a bike with my helmet on is the last place available of leave me the However, that's not the same. Lots of people love touring. They love being able to talk with their friends. They love being able to say, watch out for that deer that's about to run out and hit you from the side. And here's the thing. It's been good in the past. Schuberth themselves had some good systems. But the great news is, for owners of the C5 or prospective owners or anyone who's even mildly interested in this or motorcycle communications, the SC2 Comms, folks, is here. So then, here it is. And finally, all these people who I've been seeing making comments on some of our videos, where's the SC2 Comms? Where's it going? Is it here? Yep. Well, you can stop the Monty Python-esque whining. It is here. So let us dive straight in. It's the first time I've opened one of these and see what we get. Okay, quick start guide. Boom. Bump. Boom. Okay, boring. Now then, let's get into the meat of it. As you can see, this nice little fashioned panel here, and here we go. Here's one of the first things. If I'm checking my shapes correctly, this is what pops onto the very back of the helmet. That's got the battery, the brains, etc, etc, etc. We've got the things here that clip into the antennas. Again, this is literally a guess on my part. And then we have the control unit, which is a very, very small little unit there. Again, clips on to the side of the helmet. Okay, removing that, we have a little thingy there, and then we have a bag with a spare microphone. Not even sure what that's called, but a spare microphone covery thing. Then we have the microphone itself, which has its own foam sound dampener. How about that's better, isn't it? We have a charging cable there, USB-C, nice and modern. And finally we have, is that a spare battery? Is that a spare battery? That's a spare battery. Well, a spare battery. So that is what comes inside the box. But what does it all do? So then, I have not played about with the C5 because I'm still waiting for mine since actually doing the C5 explanation video now a fair few months ago. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and fit this system to it. And for that, I'm going to need my ring. So a slightly orangey ring. Hang on a minute. There we go. Right then, what should we start with first? Let us start with, let's start with the microphone right here. So pop this open like that. As you can see here, we have a rubber thingy, my memory tells me. Does this come out completely? It does come out completely. Okay. Microphone, you can find the jack point in there. Oh, that's it. Done. That is got to be the easiest microphone I've ever fitted to a helmet, to be honest with you. So far, so good. Right, now let's go for the control system. I wasn't sure about this one, because when I was trying to take it out before, I was thinking, is there some kind of snappy... Oh, no. Hang on. That's a slide system. Right, gotcha. Okay, so if I was to then get the control thing, and if we pay attention here, folks, we have a little plastic thing here that I'm not going to take off now, but when you want to activate it, okay, you pull this up and it basically makes the battery connection valid. Oh, and FYI, do you remember me talking about the spare battery? That's actually for this. The control unit comes with a battery in it already, and the SC2 Comms comes with a spare battery. Nice. Okay then, so if I'm going to assume it goes this way. Right. Okay, like that. And it's kind of feeling, got a kind of slightly magnetic feel to it. There we go. No. Oh, yeah. That's it. Done. Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah, that was actually a lot easier than I made it look, trust me. Oh, cool. Right, okay, so that's on, and now we just have the thing at the back. So A minute. What's it? No, really? Hang on. Ah, okay. Okay, so that's quite clever, as I've just been informed. When you're fitting this, if you take the control cover off first, you then use that to pry off the cover for the battery and brainy type unit. Okay, that's cool. Right, okay, so here we have, you can see where the pin connectors are here. They will slot in, and what I can also see here is we have some wires, which I'm guessing are for the antennas. I'm not sure how you get them the right way around at the moment. Ah, there we go, there. Ah, right, okay, so that's come off. Now, that's not gonna work like, ah, right, they have genuinely made it Benjamin proof, idiot proof, because that is a male and female there. So even I should be able to get this correct. I have had a child after all. Right then. Okay, pop this. I'm gonna close that and pop this like this. So here, okay, so there's one, there's two, and that actually slides in quite. That's it. Is that it done? Is that it done? Yeah? Awesome, hey. Okay, so if you're not half a klutz, like me, that will probably take you about 1/5 of the time to fit, but even for someone like me who can't usually ask for this kind of thing, god damn, that was easy. Now, many of you will remember from probably watching our other videos on the C5 that it has 3 antennas in here to take care of various different sides of communication. And the amazing thing about the SC2 here is it can audio multitask. That means you can have phone, internet, music, and GPS on all at the same time. Now, phone does take priority though. So basically what that means is if you're like rocking some tunes or chatting to some friends and a call comes in, everything else will disappear into the background just a little bit, and you can take your call. And that's really clever. So you can annoy Siri or Google while you're doing it. But oh, FYI, don't forget, those things are only actually available if you're in a 4G area. And then one of my most favorite things about this helmet is the mesh system. Now the new mesh system is the most interesting to me, because on some of the times I have used comms, one of the things that used to wind me up unbelievably was if you lost somebody or whatever, they'd flip out of it and then you'd have to do it all again. Not here. And even better than that is the fact that once someone comes back into range and this mesh system picks up, reintroduces the person, so, oh, you're back, we can start talking, you can do that talking for up to 8 hours on the mesh system, up to 12 hours on the Bluetooth side of things, but on the mesh, 8 hours. And that's not just 8 hours activation, that's 8 hours yapping. So if you stop somewhere for an hour, well, then you can add another hour onto that amount of kind of talking you can do. And that is the most amazing thing. It goes up to 2 kilometers. And if you are in, say, a big European motorway and you can see miles in front of you, and the lead rider is 1.9, almost 2 kilometers ahead, and the second rider is 2 kilometers back, and the third rider, you can daisy chain and keep talking to each other up and down the line. It really is a fabulous thing, but it's the dipping in, coming back, sorry, the dipping out rather, coming back in kind of thing. That's the thing that interests me, because it's no hassle. You know, and if Dave goes missing behind a bunch of trucks or whatever that the mesh can't quite make it through, or your Bluetooth can't quite make it through, what happens is as soon as he pops back out and catches back up to you, it recognizes him, gets him back in, and you're talking again. We live in a world where we don't want to have to fart about with our phones too much. We just want things to work. And that's what this mesh system does. It works. Now, another interesting thing about the mesh system is, as it kind of is before you start fiddling with it, it's open mesh. Now, what does this mean? Well, this basically means that if someone else happens to hove into view that has a similar kind of system, you can talk to them, even though you weren't talking to them a minute ago. And that's great. But if it's Dave, the twat who you don't want to talk to, well, this is what you do. You create groups. Now, so you can go from open to having a group chat. Now, this is actually really interesting, okay? You can have up to 24 riders per group. And within each group, you can have 9 different channels. Confused yet? yeah, you probably are a little bit, but actually it makes perfect sense. But the one thing that I really love about it is, if you're a bit of a flitty rider, if you have, say, a group over there you go riding with, a group over there you go riding with, oh, I'm going to go up the north and go riding with my northern friends, my southern friends, my friends in Wales, in France, wherever, and they've all got systems like this, you can basically be part of up to 9 of those groups. So whenever you turn up, this will instinctively, it will recognize it, it will connect to it. Hey, how you doing? No pressing buttons, no mucking about, no fiddling, it just does it. Genius. And obviously it's not just the mesh system, there is Bluetooth here as well, and it's not chavvy Bluetooth 3 or 4, this is the very latest Bluetooth 5. And that is partly what helps you share things like music together. Now, this is really quite interesting because, we're talking about groups up to 24 riders. Well, the way this works is basically almost any one of those riders, should they wish, can share music with everybody else. And I think that's mad. You can use 2 different Bluetooth sources, and you can also use Bluetooth for a rider conference where, God, this sounds annoying, you're all able to talk and listen at the same time. And I suppose that might be handy in some circumstances, but as some of the Bikeheads guys have proved in the past, you don't actually need the being able to talk at the same time to save yourself trouble. They actually had a situation where there was a thing up ahead, and if someone hadn't have radio communicated back, there could have been a rather nasty whoopsie. So you don't necessarily need that yap, 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 yap to do it, but the option is there if you all want to insult each other in real time without having to wait politely for the insult to then give yours. One thing to not forget about this helmet as well when it comes to all the antennae in is it actually has its own built-in FM antenna. Right now, Schuberth with the C5 are the only people to actually have this. And just like sharing the music that you love and everyone else probably hates, you can do the same with radio. It's pre-programmable. Okay, so you can either do it from here or you can do it from the app. Because yes, there's an app. Because of course there bloody is. Now, of course, this app, and you shall soon be seeing some images of said app, this app does everything. It controls everything. It controls your volumes. It controls a thing that allows you to kind of slightly hear yourself in the microphone, so you know your microphone's kind of working. Some people love it, some people hate it. You can set your Vox on and off, so you're either an open mic all the time, or the mic will only actually turn on when you talk, thereby saving a bit of battery, incidentally. You can manage your groups by it as well. So if you can imagine, you've got your phone on your bike like that, and Dave's being a so we need to kick Dave off. Just, goodbye, Dave. Off you go. You can't hear us. We can't talk to you. Win. It can do so many different things with this communication system. I almost don't want to spoil it for you because you will have such fun with you and your pals just playing about and seeing what you can do and what you can control. It really is brilliant. And I have to be honest, I don't like motorcycle communications. Like I said before, being on a bike for me, it's my place, leave me alone. But I am genuinely looking forward to having a bit of a muck about with this with the Bikeheads guys, just to see what it is capable of. And you will too, I guarantee it. And that, my fine friends, is about it for the SC2 Comms system for the Schuberth C5. Of course, though, if you want to know any more information that I probably forgot and didn't say, there's only one place to go, which is bikeaheads.co.uk. 10-4, rubber ducky. Bye-bye.